JT, you got a hot take this week?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got a little hot take.
All right, well, let's
It
hear
ain't
it.
too bad, you know.
Listening.
I had a conversation this past weekend.
Okay.
This past week. Find out with a client. It was with a client.
Okay.
We was talking about school shootings.
Oh, there's been so many of those lately. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's planned. But
It's
anyways.
been 23 this year, and then we only in the 5th month.
Right.
Wrapping up the 5th month of
Right.
the year.
Right.
It's been 23. It's almost an average of one shooting per week.
That's sad.
From elementary to university and colleges. That's a big thing now, like I guess. And it gets slept on. I feel like it could be more out there, but it's only certain ones that get televised.
Right.
Or notification of them.
Right.
But let's go back to what we was talking about earlier with kids being our future, man. These kids that are in school that have or getting shot at by random students or people that just walking in these schools is like kind of effed up because these are our future. And this is becoming bigger and bigger. Thing since, I guess, the early 2000s maybe?
Yeah, that was the first time I remember it happening. I'm sure it happened before then, but that was the first big story.
But
I
it's
remember.
like big. Now it's like, and it's 23 as of, now, like I said, I average, one per week. That's kind of scary. Like, definitely for people that have kids.
Definitely, I can only
And
imagine.
these, like I said, these are our future. So it's like, what can we do to protect our kids while they're at school? I don't condone like teachers having guns because I feel like that even make it even worse.
Right, that'll be a whole other problem.
You know what I'm saying? Because a person would know a teacher got a gun. Like, it's kind of.
I'm sorry.
That's ridiculous.
A meme had popped in my head when you said that. So carry on. I'm sorry.
But it's just stupid. I mean, like, you saying that teachers should have guns, but that's not gonna make the situation no better
At all. Because they ain't
we have to protect our kids and figure out the solution
Mm-hmm.
of why these other kids or people are walking in schools and shooting.
Why is this such a...
And why is it? What happened? I ain't gonna lie. What happened to these fake bomb threats? Like, it been in school. You know what I'm saying?
That would be better, huh?
They got tired.
Yeah,
At
I
least
mean, because
people
we know
survived
it
that.
wasn't,
At least people survived that.
Yeah,
The angry person got their point across, everybody lived.
live. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened? Like, I feel like it's too big. It's a bigger problem. I feel like it's not really getting solved
It's not.
in the right way.
It's not at all. I don't even know, is anybody trying to solve it? I don't even know if anybody's...
I don't feel like they are.
It's sad because it's like, this like you said, it hasn't been going on forever. Back in the days, I always talk to the older people in my family, my aunts and my uncles. They always tell me about how, when they went to school, like my aunt, she went to school because she was really smart. So she went to a school where it was on the other side of town, and she was the only black person in her class. Mm-hmm. This was like back in the 50s. And she had to go through all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Being the only black person at a school.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can imagine, we don't even got to go into it, you can imagine what she had gone through back then in the 60s, in those days, in the South. So, and she's like, not once ever did it pop in her mind to take a gun to school and shoot people.
Right.
So what the fuck are these, you know what I'm saying? So it's like these kids today, as soon as they get mad, the dude in Florida found out that his girlfriend had a new boy, or not his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend had a new boyfriend, shot up the school. What's going on, man? Like, that's the go-to move now whenever you get mad, go find a gun and shoot everybody? So, obviously, something needs to be done, like you said. We got to, because, like, today, I don't know if it's the media or the music or what it is, but it's almost like these students feel like that's the only way of solving their problems. Either kill themselves or kill everybody else.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, the biggest thing is, like, is this shit going to get solved anytime soon? This is the 5th month of the year, and we had 23.
Yeah.
So school just now ended in certain states. So when school started back, is it gonna continue?
Right.
Like, y'all
the
need
thing.
to plan a way to solve that issue.
Make you not even want to see your kids in school.
Right.
That homeschool rate gonna go up.
You know what I'm saying? I was just about to say the
I
same
bet
thing.
it's
The
going up.
homeschool,
That's about to go
they
up.
might make some money.
Who?
Homeschool, the program.
Okay.
What is it, K-12?
I'm just messing with you.
That's what it's called, K-12.
I don't even
man.
know what it's called. I don't know anything about it. When I was a kid, I wanted to be homeschooled, but I'm glad I wasn't. I'm glad I got the experiences. But nowadays, you almost have to. You want your kid to grow up safely.
Yeah, isn't it?
These kids shooting each other, and then I don't want to put it on the games, but a lot of these games, like I think a lot of it starts at home with these parents buying these games for their kids, and then normalizing guns to the exactly. That's one of them. You normalize. You got your 5-year-old. It's a person in my family who did the same thing. You got your kid playing this game where shooting is a regular thing on the game. Like that's all you do is shoot people. So a 5-year-old playing that 4-5 hours a day, shooting people becomes regular. And then you grow up and you become 10, 11, 12, 13. Now you're in middle school, and some dude got your girlfriend and you mad. I'm gonna shoot him. So it's crazy, man.
That's the thing I hate the most to see is people having young kids playing like Call of Duty or
I think that's where it starts. That's a part
Grand
of it.
Theft Auto. Like, certain games are not meant for kids
At all. That may not fix it.
indicates that, of
yeah,
course.
that's why you
And
have
people
parent advisory.
People will still be surprised or try to use it. Oh, I didn't know. It's on the box. The game is called Grand Theft Auto. That is an illegal action in this country. And you buying that for your kid.
Yeah.
So
And
I
it's
think
not for them.
that's a
Like,
big part of it.
and they have them playing it like it's a regular learning game or something.
But that goes back to even just with times changing. Like, parents don't spend quality time.
That's true.
Families don't spend quality
Together.
time together
That's
at
true.
all.
That's
Everybody
true.
is on the
On their
phone
own.
in different rooms. And,
Yep.
I mean, shoot.
The kids today are being raised by their phones.
Yeah.
And they got unlimited data, so ain't no telling what they're looking at. And that's what's raising them. And it's like it's messing up their mindset because they're being able to access stuff before they should be able to access it because they don't understand it. You're looking at certain videos online because now even social media has become a wild place for, and you got 10-year-olds with cell phones and they're on social media, and you got celebrities who getting half naked. You know what I'm saying, on their pages. And okay, that's your right to do what you feel with your body, but at the end of the day, it's having an effect on these kids because these kids are looking at that and they feel like that's regular, and it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't understand it yet.
Too.
So I think a lot of it has to do with us and what the example that we set for the youth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times they see us do things and they see us carry ourselves away. Back to what we was talking about, I don't know, several episodes ago when we was talking about how people will be doing drugs in front of the kids, smoking around the kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all of that stuff is messing them up. Not only are they watching us do it, so they more likely to pick up the habit, but it's having an effect on them physically because there's smoke getting in them. You know what I'm saying? And their body not mature enough to handle that level of intoxication. It's a reason why certain products are only for people certain age and up. Because any younger, their body can't handle it.
Yeah.
But you got people who will smoke a whole blunt to the face right in front of their son, their baby.
We witnessed that.
Oh, yeah.
You messing your kid up, people. You're not giving them a fair chance at life.
Yeah, you
And
really
then you
not
wonder why he a
definitely
problem
not
child in school.
So not.
And then you take him to the doctor and you get him pumped with Ritalin because the doctor say he what they said about me, hyper. Man, I wasn't hyper. I was bored. There's a difference. But anyways, we messing these kids
Trying
up.
to entertain yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We messing these kids up, and a lot of it's on us. A lot of it ain't on us, but a lot of it is. A lot of these kids finding these guns in their parents' room, under their dad's pillow. Like, why is your gun under your pillow, man? How many times your house been broken into? Never. But you got a gun where your kid can reach it. Put it on, lock it somewhere. People houses, I mean, come on, man. It's not that hard. I understand you got criminals out here, but at the end of the day, man, what's more important? Keeping a gun under your pillow, or having a gun somewhere where your kid can't get to it? Because they get into these guns.
Guns. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way.
That's just my little 2 cents.
It's just sad, man. Just to be able to hear those statistics.
It's safer.
And
It's
it's
safer in the military right now than it is to be in school because of so
Exactly.
many school shootings.
Yeah. You have a better chance of living in the military
I
than in
remember,
school.
there was a what is it called? Like a segment on Fox 5 a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And it was a teacher who was on a subject about that school shooting, things of that sort. The school system will not give them enough tools, I'm guessing, to safely, provide safety for these children.
Right.
So she went out of her pocket and created this like tool or kind of like a rope that you actually tie the door up with in case of a school shooting. And it's now being bought and produced all over for these schools.
That's
Like
So
I don't
it keeps the
think
door closed.
teachers, right? I
Nice.
don't think these administrators or teachers or even the school systems are thinking beyond that. They think, okay, well, let's just wait until the next time it happens and we'll take that step. I don't think they're not preparing themselves for a school shooting because it's gonna happen.
They,
I mean,
apparently they're not. Like, you prepare for everything else: tornadoes, hurricanes,
Right. You have tornado drills and all that. You right?
fire drills.
You right, bro.
You don't
It's
prepare for
true.
nothing like this. Like, I mean, apparently, times have changed, so you need to prepare for some stuff or have, extra evacuated scenarios or something. I mean, you preparing for everything else in schools. Why you not preparing for this?
Maybe because it's planned. I don't know. But it's just happening too much to be a coincidence.
Yeah,
I
it
just
is.
feel like it's happening too much to be a coincidence.
So let me ask this: do you all think, no matter the school or the institution, metal detectors should be improvised in schools?
I mean, my school had one, and I felt a lot safer walking through the halls.
I don't see nothing wrong with it, to be honest.
In today's time,
I
it's
mean,
almost, it might be
It might
necessary.
be safe. I mean,
Yeah.
shit, you go to the airport, you gotta go through one.
Right.
Shit. You go to any government building, you gotta go through one.
School should be
Technically,
schools.
it's a government building at the end of the day.
That's the future, man. We gotta protect it. What do you think?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just don't see the purpose of people having, like teachers or faculty having guns.
Right, because
'Cause I feel like that don't make it
Yeah.
no better.
and then somebody, for one thing, a student could get hold of that gun. For one thing, like they get hold of their parents' guns, and not only that, you got to think like that situation, a school shooting. That's not a regular everyday situation, right?
It shouldn't be there every day.
But I'm just saying, just think about how scary that situation is. How would you feel in that moment? A teacher is not going to be the first one to run out in the hallway and try to take down a shooter.
No, it's not.
She going to be trying to protect her own life, or he going to be trying to protect their own life, just like them students.
Students.
If you going to want to give somebody a gun, put an armed guard in there and make that his job. You know what I'm saying? Because no offense to any teacher, but teachers are teachers. They not soldiers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be trained to kill, and they're not going to have that mindset to go and take down this guy who's shooting people. They just not. And now you putting that teacher in harm's way to lose her life, his or her life, because that person isn't. It takes a special kind of person to be able to answer that call, to handle a situation like that. Everyday people can't deal with that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And that ain't no shot to nobody. But I just know, because I seen it when I was in the military, even people who were trained to deal with situations like that couldn't handle it. So what make you think a regular teacher going to be able to handle it? You want to give her a gun? She might,
Or he.
anything could happen. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like if it get to that level where somebody needs to be in there with a gun, it needs to be somebody who's built for that.
Built for knowledge on it.
Multiple people.
Right. Because you can't just put a gun in everybody's hand. We just can't do that. But that was very interesting, man. Glad you brought that up, man. Did you have anything else?
Nah.
See you drawing your little circles over there.
Yeah.